So lower back girls and gents, and if you were given no idea what I'm regarding the crypto markets, infant. Because nowadays it appears that all the terrible information, all the negative price motion from the day past has been negated, and we are actually on pinnacle. And what I imply with on pinnacle is, yesterday, I suppose we commenced at 9500. Zero, in line with Bitcoin, went to under 90. Zero on a very small event, on a completely small part of the day. I did not even see it. I saw it go to 91 or something like that. I failed to see it pass underneath 90. But regardless, right now we are lower back to, let me fast cross ahead and display you, over 96000 doubloons. All right. $96.3 thousand is where we are at right now, with a whole lot of the cash going proper back up. Ethereum 3,200, XRP $2.57, Dogecoin up 8% or so. A lot of those cash are getting better properly from the dip. And I guess real high-quality belongings like Fartcoin are also doing fantastic. But truly, I assume a variety of you guys may want to see the trades from the previous day. I made an update yesterday explaining what I sold. We are without a doubt down a bit. But simply now, once I opened it up, once I took a have a look at it, it changed into, that became a pretty pleasant dip purchase for virtuals, huh? That changed into the closing dip I quick sold while expenses commenced taking place, even more. Anyway, we began loading up on virtuals at 269, but it turned into barely higher, 270. And then I tried to buy the dip a bit greater, however I bet, possibly I began shopping for a 270 some or so. I did not purchase the dip that time, just a few $1,000, and the complete function is simplest $30,000, as properly. So we are not making an excessive amount of profit right here. However, nonetheless, a 40% circulateur or so, in phrases of earnings, right here. If I had committed barely more at the lower components, we ought to have gotten a lot greater income right here as properly. But regardless, Bitcoin additionally proper now at approximately $2,000 for the earnings, which changed into again at a loss. We hold buying the dip, but for a few motives. I simply do not sell the pinnacle here. We have to have bought at 102000, consistent with Bitcoin, which we would do in the close to destiny. But it is because I form of sense as if the real breakout is quickly to manifest, so I guess I'm simply including to my position when fees are low. Kind of hoping for it to be the moment that the breakout takes place, but every single time it former gets faked out. Regardless, for XRP, I clearly didn't buy on a blowfin anymore. Root. I did buy because I always purchase XRP each single day, but I bet not in this account, and right now it is nonetheless doing pretty well, as we've got essentially tripled our money here, going from about 7,000 greenbacks. So, the 15K, and once more, this has simply been quite frickin' smooth. Now, guys, before I circulate on, if you're also searching out a platform to exchange on, take a look at, out the hyperlink down underneath to Blowfin, as it's the platform I'm trading on right here, right now, and you could right now win yourself iPhone 16s. 2 human beings will win one, just that, in case you use the link down beneath to sign on, and which might be buying and selling. You need to have traded a bit, otherwise you cannot get it. But this is to ensure that not everybody is eligible. That just makes spam money owed, in case you know what I mean. You ought to have traded a bit. You can see the situations on the lowest left. You'll get the money. So in case you don't purchase an iPhone with that, hello, you do something you need. But proper now, because it stands, what we've got pointed out for a long term is showcasing itself. First of all, that the AI and AI agent area keeps popping out on Pinnacle. Yes, it's simply one of the most risky areas. So in many instances, whilst it goes down, it additionally goes down the worst. But again, Fartcoin, a 16C, Virtuals, AYS, all being at the pinnacle right here, simply indicates what we have talked about for a while, that it is simply the freshest narrative at the moment, and it additionally does make a whole lot of experience. Now on the opposite facet, multiple cash are taking place, however simply, now not proper. Mostly it's simply up and up and up nowadays because we saw this type of massive dip final nighttime and tried to deal with it as best we could. The reason why we saw this last night is not real quality. I do not apprehend who would ever promote earlier than all this occurs, let's fast see. who, through the manner the CEO, Jamie Dimon, the day gone by, referred to as Bitcoin a posse scheme. They expect, however, Solana and XRP ETFs may want to attract 3 to 8 billion greenbacks in new investments, if accredited with the SEC decisions expected by using overdue January. All proper, so we could doubtlessly even get ourselves an XRP or Solana ETF by using the end of the month. That could be pretty big, but we'll speak approximately that extra chunk later. There's another declaration proper right here. Let's quickly go ahead and take a little bit of a look. Apparently, Telegram's TAN blockchain, so they're shifting away. Tanum's, Manuel Stotz is president, aiming to enlarge in a seasoned crypto US. Under Trump, what we have stated for some time proper, it's happening right in the front of our eyes proper now that they're moving over to the US. Because Trump plans to embrace cryptocurrencies, so businesses like Ripple, etc., instead of being hated, instead of being driven out, at companies like Coinbase, Kraken, you name it, they may be all going to be embraced, getting crazy quantities of blessings. And for the most part, I suppose this is only a massive, a complete new wave, an entire new motion, a whole new revolution that is beginning with Trump being the beginning point, no longer the selling point. It really is in a purchase the rumor, sell the news, however. The starting of a whole complete new league of craziness inside the crypto market. I don't understand why all and sundry might recollect selling before Trump gets in. The most effective component I accept is that if people say, you already know what I am selling due to the fact the earnings I've made right here is so ridiculous, that I just want to fasten it in and be accomplished with it. If it's the case, my buddy, accurate on you. I'm glad for you. I really am. But in case you're thinking you understand what, I just want to play it safe because maybe Trump, What are you speaking approximately, friend? Can't you apprehend what I'm simply pronouncing right now? Doesn't it make too much sense for the complete new wave to start right here as opposed to quit? A freaking US president says, we need to make one of the maximum. Powerful countries within the world, the Crypto Foundation, we want to make sure it has a reserve for crypto, yada yappa, dee-ba-doo, and you are taking into consideration promoting off all of your coins due to the fact people might promote at the declaration. Ah, man, I get chills down my spine simply pronouncing that out loud. How? Anyway, before I get the stress assault of kinds, just know that I am right now sincerely excited, and even though I do apprehend, due to the fact I'm no longer a lunatic, that the fee ought to cross down on the fast term, I'm simply stacking up the dips as you could see. And even right now, we ought to just promote the entirety and feature a few juicy profits. All right? The hand it's used, I assume, let's quick see here, we best used less than $15,000, or let's just say $15,000 to buy all this. And right now we're in kind of $19,000 worth of earnings, I can see over on the right here. Obviously on Bybit, I think we are in a huge extra amount of earnings, however, we also use extensively, wait a minute, I don't even understand if we did, but I don't have Bybit open proper now, so allows pass it. But in case you're thinking, the method did now not change. Any dip I purchased with XRP, I've stated it for some time, I sometimes get text messages from human beings announcing, Dusty, I've been doing it wrong, I've been losing on XRP. And I study the chart and think, how in the global do you get that achieved? The best manner I can consider is people are over-leveraged due to the fact, again, there are sometimes movements from 250 to, for instance, 220. That's a